Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 88.
88.
We have been gone for a fucking month.
For a month. We are sorry.
No one reached out, so I don't think anyone's missing us too much.
Well, I still apologize.
But yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about, probably. I have a lot of notes, but who's to say that I know what any of it means now?
Oh, we'll go over all of it.
I don't remember the last episode we did, but it was before your birthday.
It was a week before my birthday.
A week before your birthday, and then we did stuff for your birthday, so we didn't record.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week we weren't able to record. And then the next week I got COVID for the third official time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got COVID for the first official time.
First official time.
And that's that last 2 weeks.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And now we're back.
That last 2 weeks was rough, man.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Yeah. I think it was the week before my birthday. Then it was my birthday. And then we both got COVID.
Yeah. So, in that month of time, I could have organized the notes, but I didn't. So it's going to be tangent after tangent. I'm not going to go in any order. The first thing I could be talking about is like Batman, and then we'll talk about a million other things, and then at the bottom of the list, Batman might be on there again.
Sure thing.
So that's how it's going to go.
That sounds good to me.
Oddly enough, I don't think we have any Batman talk. So, okay. How are you?
Okay. I've gotten brain fog and fatigue, and
Is that a foreshadowing for this episode?
probably.
Great.
I don't feel the brain fatigue or the
Fog
right now, so I'm okay right now.
Okay.
If we recorded 2 days ago, it would have been bad.
Right. Well, yeah.
2 days ago, I was very bad.
Okay.
But no, I'm okay now.
Okay. Anything
I've read 2 books.
Okay. Let's talk about them.
I read Priest.
Which isn't the graphic novel.
No.
It's about
a woman that falls in love with a priest.
And he doesn't love her back.
No, he does.
Because he likes little boys.
No. Stop it. It's okay. It wasn't the best book, but it was a quick read. And
Is it supernatural at all?
No.
Because that's the kind of stuff. Oh, is this just pure smut?
It's just a smut book.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just a smut book, and it doesn't really make any sense. And
do any smut books really make sense?
Yes, there are smut books that make some kind of relative sense. This book doesn't make any relative sense. This is like
Well, hopefully it doesn't have anything to do with relatives. That's a different kind of smut book.
It's a different smut book, yes. That is all right. And then
good sell.
What else? I'm reading. I'm not reading a smut book right now. I'm just reading a fiction, a magical fiction. I'm reading A Darker Shade of Magic by V.B. Schwab, which is good.
Isn't that an insurance company? Schwab and Associates?
There is a Schwab insurance, but this isn't it.
No, it's a bank. Bank of Schwab. Schwab Bank?
No. No idea what you're talking about.
Where's a producer when you need him?
I
think Schwab is a bank, not insurance.
I think it's a financial institution. I don't think it's a bank necessarily.
I mean, you just said a financial institution.
Yeah.
That's good enough as a bank.
But no, this is the same author that did The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
The Invisible Teeth Lady. Got it.
But this book is good.
You think you get a gummer and chomp chomp.
Stop it. This book is good.
What is it called again?
A Darker Shade of Magic.
Does it have anything to do with magic?
Yes.
Does it have to do with a lot of shadows and
no
shade?
No. It's about a person that can travel between universes.
Oh, so we're just jumping on the multiverse train.
Yeah, this is a multiverse book. But it's got magicians and magic and things like that. But it's good.
So, if you go to a different universe and you find yourself, that's the age-old question: is it gay or is it masturbation?
What? I don't.
If you play with yourself. Okay, so all right, question time.
If you play with yourself, it is. I would actually say it's incest.
How's it incest?
Because you're related to yourself.
Are you related to yourself though? You are you.
Yeah.
You're not related.
It's not masturbation because you're not actually touching your physical.
But you're
self.
touching yourself.
But you're. That's why I say it's incest. It's not necessarily masturbation.
Now, what if you got yourself pregnant? Like, what if there
how
was
is that possible?
What if there was a female version of you?
I mean, again, I'm gonna say
Okay.
it's incest. It's not masturbation.
No, I don't want to talk. We're not talking. This is not a podcast about incest. Okay?
Well,
so keep it classy. Now, if you went to another universe, would you play with yourself?
No,
No.
that's weird.
Why?
I couldn't date myself, let alone play with
You
myself.
don't have to date yourself. You're the same person.
Well, okay, so
you're not going into this for a relationship.
My sexual desires require something different than what I am in bed. So no, I would not play with myself.
But so, how about have them play with you? Have you play with you? Would you play with yourself then?
No.
Not you play with yourself, but you play with you.
No.
Not you, but you play with you.
I'm saying no.
But like you play with yourself now.
Yes, but no.
So what's the difference?
I
You get to lay back and you can take care of it all.
I'm gonna say no. It feels incestuous to me.
It's not incestuous, it's you.
Again, I feel incest. It's okay. The thing with incest is, stay with me here for a second.
This is not an incest podcast, all right?
Just stay with me for a second. The thing with incest
But somehow
is,
I think we're climbing the charts. Ooh, did you hear that new Shaded Corner incest podcast? Ah, that's the good shit right there.
again, I'm gonna.
Me and my siblings touch each other while we listen to it. No.
So listen, the thing with incest is, you don't want to combine DNAs, right? So,
But you're you.
but you have the same DNA as you, so that's
You're
still
not
incestuous.
combining yourselves. You just said you can't get yourself pregnant.
No, it's weird. Don't like it. Feels incestuous.
How? It's you. It's not like it's a sibling or a relative. It is you. It's just like touching yourself in a mirror, except you don't have to do anything. You just lie back.
Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. Again, feels incestuous to me.
Okay.
So I'm saying no.
Make it weird and incestuous.
Why? You think about playing with yourself?
No, but I'm just saying, if the opportunity was there, I'd be like, I don't know, let's take it for a spin.
Nope. It's too weird. Too weird.
So, if I was here and I was here, and we were here together, you know where this is going.
I mean, you wouldn't be playing with you. You'd be playing with me.
That's what I'm
both
saying.
Versions of you. So
How about that?
I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that?
What? Me? I'm fine with me. Look, if I'm willing to fucking touch myself because it's me,
I mean, so
we can have a barbecue, do a little spit roasting.
I could get behind that.
I bet you could. In front, behind, around.
Sure.
But that wouldn't be weird.
That would be less weird for me.
That wouldn't be incestuous.
Not for me.
But I'm there. Okay. All right. Now let's bring incest into it. So you're by yourself.
Okay.
You're not there. You're just there.
Okay.
All
Just
right?
me.
Just you, not you.
Okay.
The other you, not there. It's just you.
Okay.
And I'm here.
Okay.
But it's just me.
Okay.
Okay, let's scratch this. I'm working it out in my head. So you're there, and I'm here, and also I'm here. So we're both here.
Okay.
And you would have a threesome with me and me.
Yes.
And that would be fine. That you don't feel incestuous about having me with me. But if it was you and you, that's incestuous. Yep. But me and me is not incestuous. Yep. Why?
Because you wouldn't be doing yourself. You'd
but we'd
be
still
doing
be
me.
Here. Yeah, but we'd all be there.
No, that's fine. But you're not doing you. You're doing me.
Okay, now we're going to slide into a weird thing. Okay, so what if... How do you feel about siblings in that same instance? So let's say it was me and not my brother, but my brother, not my brother. Would that be weird?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I backed you into a corner.
Would the siblings be doing anything to each other?
No, just you.
Just me? No, I wouldn't want to do that. But
why? What do you mean? Why did you think about that? You said, oh, would they be doing that each other? No, they would just be doing you. Ew, no to that. So which one did you...
I'm not saying no to that. That's not as weird. I don't feel weird
so you
about
think...
that. I don't know why. That doesn't, weird me out as much.
So you think siblings can pork a girl together? I mean, there's a big demand on it for fucking porn.
I mean, I don't feel like that's the weirdest thing.
How do you feel about stepchildren?
I don't
play.
Okay, I don't like the idea.
We're just jumping headfirst into this episode. Hi guys, we've been away for a month. Incest.
I don't like the idea of any adult figure.
Not stepchild, not step-parent and stepchild. I mean,
stepbrother and stepsister?
Yeah, and they're not blood related. I don't think it. I don't think there's anything
genuinely, I don't think that there's that much wrong with that. Technically, okay. Let's say,
you're not related.
You're not related.
You're
not blood related. Let's say you don't even spend any real time together. I mean,
But if you do,
it's not the weird. I mean, I guess it depends on the nature of their relationship. But step siblings, you're not blood related. It's not that weird to me.
Have the parents knocking on the ceiling with a broom. Hey, you guys, you're related.
Again, it depends on the nature of the relationship. If they live together like brother and sister, that's a little weirder. But I mean, if they don't live together,
I mean, you do live together at some point.
Maybe, okay. Not necessarily.
All right. Well, we got to draw the line somewhere. We got to figure out
blood. It's if you're blood related,
unless they're not doing anything to each other and just to you.
Again, I wouldn't want to be in that scenario just because I'd feel a little weird.
You have two of me.
Two of you. You don't as long as you two aren't doing anything to each other.
Maybe we will.
No, that's weird.
What?
That would ruin
Do you ever
it.
look in the mirror and be like, hey?
No.
No, I do it all the time. Hey.
Okay, that's weird. But
what? Now I wouldn't have to do it in the mirror. Just, hey.
Next topic.
I don't know. I like this topic. All right. Like I said, I'm just going in order.
Okay.
There is a commercial that has been driving me insane. Oh, there's Cinder just barking. It is, I don't know what what streaming service it's on, but it always plays, and it's got subtitles at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And a person doing sign language in the corner.
That's YouTube.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm all for sign language and all being incorporated. I'm also all for subtitles. But I don't think you need both, right? Because if you can read sign language, you can definitely read words.
That's not necessarily true.
How? How's that not true?
People learn sign language before they learn, reading and writing. Especially babies. Babies learn to sign before they learn to read.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily true that a person that can read subtitles that a person that can interpret sign language can necessarily read subtitles.
So then they'd be able to read sign language.
Yeah.
So then you don't need the subtitles.
Yeah, but subtitles.
Unless you just you're new to the deaf thing, and then you have to read.
Also,
But you can turn subtitles on anything.
Also, subtitles are not necessarily for deaf people.
What are they for? You? I know, but
Yeah, it's so people can look at exactly what's written, and also so other people use it. Some people use it.
It was a degree commercial.
Like for deodorant.
Deodorant.
That's weird.
I feel like that's not that important.
I mean,
If you stink, put this on.
But again, different people use subtitles and sign language for.
I just feel like it's a little much. It's a little overdone. If you got that.
I agree. I don't think you necessarily need both with television, but I don't know. But like I said, not everybody that understands sign language understands subtitles.
Well, we need to change that. Do you know about the new Star Wars movie that's in the works?
Which one?
The new one?
No.
So you don't know the director?
No.
Taika is directing the new Star Wars movie.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And of course, this is a month old. I'm going to watch that movie, and I'm going to be excited for that movie.
I fucking love Taika Waititi.
That's how you get me into Star Wars.
Taika.
However, this was a month ago, and a couple days ago, so he did the new Thor movie that's out,
yes,
right?
Love and Thunder.
And he works with Natalie Portman.
Yes.
He approached Natalie Portman and said, "Hey, do you ever think you'd want to do a Star Wars movie?"
Again.
Hey, do you think you would ever want to do a Star Wars movie?
Is that all he said?
Yes. And she was like, "You know I was already in them, right?" And he was like, "Oh."
No way did he do that.
Yep, it's all over the fucking internet.
Taika, no. That's fucking hilarious.
So you know this Star Wars movie is going to be rich with movie lore.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
If there's a video of it somewhere, I would love to see it.
I don't know if there is.
Would you ever be interested in doing a Star Wars movie?
So he's been knocked down a few pegs with Star Wars fans. They're not happy about that.
I'm sure you did. Like, how are you saying to Natalie Portman? Would you like to do a Star Wars movie?
And it's him. So like, is it genuine or was he being a goofball?
I think he was being a goof.
I think it might be that he just didn't know.
No, I don't think so. I think he was just being a goof. There's no way he didn't know.
I mean, if I know,
yeah, you know. It's everybody. This is common knowledge. Common knowledge is that Natalie Portman was in the first 3 episodes of Star Wars. That's so funny.
So, you watch TikTok a lot.
Yes.
And I watch things that are reels and they just pop up.
Yes.
Like on Facebook and all.
Yeah.
The trend that is driving me insane lately is the clip show. So what they do is they show you, it's like the YouTube videos where it's like 10 worst car accidents.
Yes.
And they show it. But they were like, oh, this is episode 37 of adorable dog videos. And it's on whatever, the Tiki-Takis.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't make these videos. They grabbed them and they put them on there. But the head of it is they just stand there and above them are words saying episode 3 of 10 cutest cat videos. And it's just a video of them pointing up and like underlining it with their fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That annoys the fuck out of me. Like, why? What? You're not saying anything. You did nothing for this. You just took 2 videos and linked them together, and you filmed yourself looking like a fucking idiot, saying nothing but pointing at words that aren't even there.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I really hate everything. That's just what it comes down to.
You hate everything, and all these trends and everything.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Now let's get on to the real meat and potatoes of the world. Clouds.
Really? I don't want to do this on the podcast. You sound like a crazy person.
Clouds. Our listeners want to know. They're like,
that you're
clouds.
that you're a crazy person.
Clouds.
Just say what you're gonna say, babe.
How do clouds move? Like
Wind.
wind, right? But if you stare up at the clouds, sometimes it moves them and deforms them like they're flowing in the breeze. Other times, it's just that they're floating, moving. They're moving quickly, but nothing about them is changing. The very thin ends that you can see through, don't move, don't deform. When something is pushing against something, it deforms even just a little bit. So how's it up there and it doesn't move?
It's the
it
density.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah, but I can see through it, so it's not dense. It's not dense.
That's
not dense.
That's not the way it works.
Dense and dense. Look. It doesn't make sense.
It's the type of cloud.
These were white fluffy ones?
Okay, so did you not learn the names of the types of clouds in school?
I did, but I forgot them 5 seconds after
right.
learning. Cumulus, nimbus, stratus.
Okay, close.
They got new ones now.
They do. There's a whole bunch.
Franklin. Jesper.
Franklin is not a type
Jesper
of cloud.
clouds.
Okay, so there's
Chattanoogas, flimflams, squishy tenders, caterpillar eyelid, Saskatchewan.
So there's stratus, cirrus,
Sirius.
and cumulus, and
Yeah.
then there's different types of cumulus clouds.
Okay, so I just
Now-
named them. I named all three.
Now,
So I was right.
now-
Ding, ding, I win. I know a cloud.
Okay, so it depends on
You're reading this
the
fake science.
Okay, so it depends on the density of the cloud and how far away the cloud is in the atmosphere. So the closer it is, the more like
But these weren't
viscous.
high.
How do you know?
I looked at them, and there were clouds
can't
above
tell-
them moving.
You can't tell me you know how high a cloud is just by looking at it.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
Oh, you're so full of baloney.
It doesn't make sense.
It does
doesn't
make sense. It does make sense. Clouds change depending on the density of the cloud, how much water is in it, and
Look.
how far in the atmosphere it is.
Look, this is the #1 podcast for questioning things. I'm not telling our listeners what to think. I'm telling them to think.
Okay.
Like, if you stare up at the clouds and you don't see any of them move, but they're moving, but they're not moving, something's a little off. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense.
I'm telling our listeners to not be paranoid people like you.
I'm not paranoid. I'm just questioning. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, babe.
You gotta look at this world and be like,
It does make sense. You're just
doesn't.
overthinking
You're
things.
not an archaeologist. You don't know these things.
Okay, I'm not an archaeologist.
Exactly. So you don't know these things. So listeners, think about that. Clouds. Just think about it.
You're insane.
Toxic Crusaders. They're coming out. Super 7 is making more than just Toxie. So I'm getting those,
Okay.
and I'm really excited about building a diorama for that because the colors are all bright neon and like you can have barrels with toxic waste bubbling out of it, like very cartoony. Excited about that.
Okay. Before you start building dioramas, though, you have to get clean and organized.
Well, they're not coming out for another year and a half.
I'm
so.
just letting you know.
But I bought the stuff to fix up the lighting here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna like glue the lights to those strips and then screw the strips on.
Okay.
But the garage needs to be taken care of.
Yep.
Which is second on the list. The ceiling is first.
Yep.
So we still have that problem.
The glory of home ownership.
The glory of flipped house ownership.
Yeah.
I feel like we have more problems because it was flipped and the people who flipped it were terrible.
I mean, yeah. there's definitely
But luckily, I can fix
pluses.
all these things.
Yeah, there's
so
definitely
we're not
pluses and minuses.
we're not paying thousands of dollars for each
No.
thing. We just might have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're handy, which really helps.
No.
I really appreciate the fact that you're handy.
Thank you. We finished ObiWan.
We did, and it was good.
Was it?
I liked it.
I don't remember it.
I like the ending of ObiWan. I thought the ending made sense. It wasn't like anything that it just made sense. Like there was little things that we had problems with, but nothing huge. And I thought it wrapped up nicely. Now you told me that they're signing a second season, and I got pissed.
Yes. Turns out I heard a rumor that they were just originally it was just going to be one series, no seasons, just this one mini series. But then it was doing so well that they did reshoots.
Why?
To make it longer. And one of the reshoot rumors was that Riva was killed there at that initial stabby poke scene.
Yeah, and you would have been happy that way.
And I would have been happy.
I think they're good.
But now she's a Skywalker.
I don't hate Riva at the end of this
I hate
series.
her at every single point.
No, I didn't dislike her at the end of the series. I liked Riva at the end.
It didn't make any sense. Her ending didn't make any sense.
The end of her story arc didn't make any sense, no. But
none of it made sense. None of her plots made sense.
I mean, okay, so
the only thing
spoiler if you didn't watch Kenobi.
the only good thing that came out of this series is one, you get to saw Darth Vader and that loading droid.
I liked the series. I like the Princess Leia thing. It kind of like gives it gives a good backstory to how Princess Leia knew Obi-Wan Kenobi in episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Well, she didn't know Obi-Wan Kenobi. She knew Ben
Kenobi. Yeah.
But not Obi-Wan.
Okay.
I don't know how that ties in. I feel like they didn't know each other.
So she knew of him when he rescued her.
I don't. Okay, we're not getting in that conversation because I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
So anyway, I think that tied in very well. I think it kind of gave Leia a good backstory to kind of to parachute to episode 4. Like it bridged the gap of like who Leia was as a person, which I liked. I liked that. I like that it shed some light on the fact that Obi-Wan knew Luke a little bit. I like that a lot. And now, I did not like Riva in the beginning. I didn't like when she was evil. I didn't like how she looked for Obi-Wan. I didn't like that. I did like the plot twist of Riva being against Darth Vader. I don't necessarily like that she...
Pointless.
I don't necessarily like the way they went about that storyline because it didn't really make any sense.
No.
But I think that Riva's character could be an interesting character.
I don't.
Okay.
I just
know
hate
you don't.
everything about her.
I know you do. But I think her character could be an interesting character. So that's my take on Riva. I think that there's potential. There's potential there. So what I'm hoping is they kind of leave Obi-Wan Kenobi alone and maybe try to do something with Riva. But I don't want any more stuff about Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought this was good. It was like a good segue between episodes 1, 2, and 3 and episodes 4, 5, and 6. I really don't want them to add on to that story. I don't. I thought the ending was good. Qui-Gon was there. It was fine. Please don't add any more to that story, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
Please. I'm excited about Andor. That looks good.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm excited because Andor doesn't look like it's going to follow the kid trope that they've been going with.
Yeah, okay. It will.
I'm really hoping it doesn't. Like, I didn't mind it as much in this as I did in Bad Batch. It was so terrible in Bad Batch. Like I said, I didn't mind it in ObiWan as much. I'm really hoping they don't do that in Andor.
How could a dog bark for hours and not get like a sore throat? I don't know if it's coming across on here. She's just upstairs barking, and all I want to do is yell at the top of my lungs to shut the fuck
Just
up.
ignore her. It's
I
not
can't.
even that
All I
loud
hear
down
is
here. For our listeners, that is not our dog. That's Dunkel.
Dumbass. Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
Just relax. That's all she does
It's
all
getting
day.
warm down here, and my patience is thinning. We got 6 more hours of this episode.
Okay, we'll go on to the next segment.
We learned a new show that you absolutely love.
Which?
Yeah, to the point where you wouldn't turn it off.
What show?
I'll give you a hint. No, I don't know the words. Baywatch. We watched Baywatch on one of the streaming TV show. It wasn't a service. It was like on free
it's
TV.
like Play-Doh TV.
Yeah, it was on something.
Yeah.
And like I put it on, and like so I don't know if we talked about it here. I used to watch Baywatch as a kid all the time, and that's before I really understood what women and breasts were.
I think secretly you did understand.
I didn't because I was like I didn't want. There was a point.
Believe you.
There was a point when I was not obsessed with bosoms. All right, my first boob that I ever saw, I didn't even know what it was.
I don't believe you.
So I'm watching these, and
There's
I'm like
no
slow
way.
motion. I like the music. The music's good.
I think even subconsciously, even if you didn't realize it, you watched it for the boobs.
I didn't. I watched it for the good storylines.
No.
And here's the thing. You even said, oh my God, the story is pretty decent. Like, it's not that
It
bad.
wasn't terrible.
And
like,
then you wouldn't turn that shit off.
I remember the story being a lot worse.
I think it's a good show. I think it's
It's not terrible. I definitely remember Baywatch being a lot worse, and we watched it, and it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad. Hasselhoff was decent.
Yeah, like it wasn't a terrible show. I really want to watch the seasons with Jason Momoa.
No one wants to watch those.
I want to watch
No
those.
one.
But yeah, we watched some Baywatch, and I was like, this isn't that terrible.
And she loved it.
I didn't love it, but it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
I'd watch it again.
No, I know you would. We watched a movie that came out in like 2019, 2020, Seventh Son.
Did we talk about that last time on here?
We did not.
Oh, okay.
These are all things that we didn't talk about.
Seventh Son was really good.
It was a ripoff of everything.
Of every
All I wrote was for a note for this collective ripoff. I couldn't tell you because it's been a while, but they ripped off Game of Thrones. They ripped off literally everything. Any sci-fi thing.
It was so similar.
Harry Potter.
It was so similar to like Maleficent. It was similar to what was the one
The
with
Witcher.
Witcher. What's the movie with Charlize Theron and
The Huntsman.
Huntsman? Like it was Brothers Grimm. That movie
It was
with Heath
all
Ledger.
the same genre. It was just like we're going to take everything from there and put it in with Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. Yep.
Who plays the same person.
At every movie. No matter what, Jeff Bridges
And it
is
works,
always
though. It works.
That's true. It's still kind of worked. Like the movie
Because
was kind of good.
It works if you like Jeff Bridges.
It does. It works if you like Jeff Bridges, and it works if you like fantasy. Like it, you have to like.
I don't think it was a
that
good
truth.
movie. I think if you like Jeff Bridges, you like this movie.
I don't think it was just
'Cause you get
no.
Jeff
It's
Bridges.
just. It's not just Jeff Bridges.
And it had a lot of like high-end actors and actresses.
Julianne Moore, Ben Barnes, like
Yeah, Ben Barnes, because you know who that is.
it had Kit Harington in it. It had like it had a good actor space. The guy that plays a villain in everything that I love.
Yeah, the black guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I wish I knew. It's like
Desmond Hansu.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Oh, he's so good.
Again, he always plays the same person.
But he's so good at it. Like that villain, villain character. God, he's so good. He's so good. No, it was good. I liked it because one, I like that trope, and I like that. I like the aesthetic of those kinds of like fantasy movies.
Oh, speaking of movies, we watched Batman. We are talking about Batman.
We didn't watch
watched,
Batman.
We watched the Batman with
Robert Pattinson.
glow sprinkle
Robert Pattinson
guy.
No,
And,
we did not watch.
We watched 3 hours of it.
You mean 10 minutes?
And then realized only 10 minutes has passed.
Me
and
and-
it was the slowest fucking shit ever. And I was like, I Googled it. I was like, does it pick up? Is this just a slow movie? And everyone was like, this is the slowest movie ever. It never picks up. It's just Batman walking slow, fighting slow, solving crime slow. And I was like, we're done.
Me and you got 10 minutes in, and I looked at you. I was like,
And you were like, oh, we'll give it 5 more minutes. I was like, it's off.
no, it was bad. No, I didn't even say give it 5 more minutes.
You did. You
did
said
I?
you said let's give it a few more minutes, and I was like, it's going off. You might even said 10 minutes. I'm like, no.
10 minutes in, and I was like, how long have we been watching this? And you're
It
like,
was bad.
10 minutes. I was like, 10 minutes?
It was so fucking.
How is this 3 hours? Like, it was literally like watching paint dry. Like,
I watched paint dry a lot, and this was worse.
everything about it was just so slow. It was like Batman comes in.
Look,
he beats someone up. It's like
I'm going to tell you, they don't want to hear how terrible Batman was. Because one, they either like it and watch it, and they're going to be annoyed, or two, they watched part of it and was like, this is the slowest fucking shit. We do not want to listen to a podcast talking about.
It was bad.
He walked into a room. He took a breath. We're done.
Okay.
A month ago, I rewatched Sonic 2.
Yes.
Not as good as I remember.
Not as good.
I think I was all on the high of it being like the hype. It is not as good as it's good.
You loved it.
Yeah, but now I can critique it. It's not that good. It's good. It's not it probably still holds up as the best video game movie adaptation. But I think the main part is that fucking wedding scene that ruins it for me.
Yeah, that wedding scene was bad. Like
it's just corny.
It is.
But
it has a lot of cheesy moments, but I still liked it. It's
it's still a good movie, but it's not like the Holy Grail as I originally said. The Sonic Origins video game came out.
Mm-hmm. You've been playing that.
Yeah, and it's so buggy. Like, there's so many issues. Like, Sonic 2 is my game. That's my quintessential. That's the quintessential game of my existence.
Quintessential.
Sonic 2, Sonic and Tails.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Because you can play as Sonic, you can play as Tails, you can play as Sonic and Tails, or you can play as Knuckles in this edition. So I was like, let's do it the right way. I'll play as Sonic and have Tails follow me and all this other stuff. 5 seconds into playing the game, Tails just fucking falls down a hole, and just all you hear is the music playing, and you're running through the level of him jumping. The sound effect of him. You're almost at the end level, and he's still jumping somewhere. Like in the original game, it was like if he got stuck somewhere, you give it a second or two, and he just helicopters in. Motherfuckers are just jumping off in some ditch. And can't follow you worth a goddamn. And then you can't go back. You can't change it. I was like, I'm so angry. So now, I beat that. Now I'm playing Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as Tails. And I'm like, I just move on.
Yeah.
It's a game. The game is super easy. Once you can save. Yeah, so the game's just better and super fucking easy with.
Now that you could save. Yeah,
and unlimited lives. You can't.
I think we established a long time ago that like Sega games and like NES games become 100 times easier when you can save.
Yeah. What is going on? I'm getting like
your phone's blowing up. You're popular.
That must be something you ordered, or I don't know. I'm getting like phone calls and package delivery notifications and shit. There's a new movie out, Black Phone.
Yes, I want to watch it
with
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, and it does. I'm told that I might enjoy it. It's not. It's like a weird movie. But the masks are complete ripoffs of Mushroom Head masks.
Yes, they are.
And the rumor is that one of the guys who designed it might have designed that too, because there's like the masks are designed by like one of the guys. The one mask I have, the gray one, is designed by someone who won.
What was that show?
It was the mask one where they made it like Face Off or some shit.
Face Off.
He won. So like the people who make masks for Mushroom Head are like legit mask makers.
Mask makers.
So it could be.
Cool.
It could be that.
I want to watch it just because Ethan Hawke makes a great villain.
Yeah. It's weird. Like I don't think I'm gonna like it, but I'll give it a shot because I like him. We watched. Wait, hold on. Oh, before we get into that, so have you almost had to shit yourself at any point in time?
Yes.
Okay.
In my life, yes.
Yeah. So why is it that like you can be fine getting to the bathroom? Like you're fine. You're fine. But the moment you get into the stall and you have to undo your belt and like drop your pants, in that 5 seconds of thing, you're going to shit yourself. You're fine until you get to the stall. You get into the stall, and then you got to shit yourself. You almost shit yourself trying to get your pants off, but you were fine beforehand. Why is that? Almost always.
Because your sphincter's loosening up to let the poop out. I don't know.
Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't think about that kind of stuff?
I don't really.
You don't question enough things. That's what I found.
I've come to find out in my life that if I started questioning more things, my anxiety would be even worse. And my anxiety is already pretty terrible. So I don't tend to question things that I don't need to.
I question everything. But it's just weird that like you're fine, but as soon as you're trying to take your pants off, that's when you're about to shit yourself.
That genuinely is though that your body is preparing to defecate, so you're like you genuinely feel like you're going to do that because you're preparing to.
I don't know.
Your sphincter is loosening.
It's weird. Anyway, so we watched Doctor Strange.
We did. It was okay.
It was definitely an Evil Dead movie. And I appreciate it for an Evil Dead movie.
Mm-hmm. It's the same director, Sam Raimi, right?
Yeah. And I appreciate Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, of course you do.
However, it was not a good Marvel movie. And it was not a good...
The story was very convoluted. Like, I understand them trying to integrate...
to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I definitely have to watch it with commentary. There's a lot I have to understand.
I want to watch it again. I need to watch it again. I feel like I was just confused.
But I don't like Doctor Strange.
I like Doctor Strange. I don't like Wanda.
I like Wanda. But not this Wanda.
I don't like this Wanda.
And
I liked Wanda in WandaVision.
I'm trying to think of what I liked in this movie.
I like Miss Marvel. I like America.
I like Bruce Campbell. That's the only redeeming thing.
I liked America and I liked her character. I want to watch Miss Marvel because I think it's a cute.
I heard that it's a very, very geared towards children.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, which is kind of why I'm very hesitant.
But I also watch cartoons, so it might be up my alley.
But I like her and I like her character.
Yeah, I want to give it a shot.
I like Doctor Strange. I take it back. I don't want to say I dislike Wanda because I don't. I liked WandaVision. I liked WandaVision more than you did.
Yes. You did.
So I don't dislike. I don't know what about this particular. I guess for me,
you don't like Evil Dead.
I don't hate Evil Dead.
Yeah, but you don't.
It's not something I love,
right.
But it's. I think for me, my issue with this is. I guess my whole issue with this is that they're I feel like they're forcing the multiverse in. Like I don't think
know
it's
if they're forcing. They've been doing this a little bit in every goddamn
Well, this
thing.
movie doesn't come organically. Like
no.
Like Spider-Man No Way Home, I feel like it came organically, that intro to the multiverse. Mm-hmm. This I feel like it was so forced. every transition, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way. That's what I didn't like. I didn't like the way the multiverse was integrated into the story. Now, is there a possibility that I could like it? I just have to watch it again? Yes. Because I feel like the first time I watched Into the Spider-Verse, I loved the movie, but I also didn't like the way that Into the Spider-Verse had the multiverse in it first time either.
Well, that wasn't really the multiverse. That was just plopping characters in, not like jumping through things.
Yeah. But the second time I watched it, I liked it more. So I feel like I just need to watch it again.
Okay.
Because I like both of those characters. I like Doctor Strange and I like Wanda. So
I don't know.
And I like America's character. So, I have to watch it again.
Do you want to talk about your birthday dinner?
No.
Okay, we'll move on.
Thank you.
I gotta go. There's a couple pages of notes for that. Let's just scoop. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna set the mood. No, it's not really setting the mood. We're going to go on a journey. All right? Mm-hmm. Close your eyes. Everybody listening, close your eyes. Imagine you're camping. You're in the woods. Mm-hmm. It's dark. Mm-hmm. You didn't secure food properly. Mm-hmm. There is a bear in your campsite. Mm-hmm. It's not attacking anything, just walking through. Mm-hmm. You have a baby in your tent. Mm-hmm. The bear is next to the tent. Mm-hmm. It's not doing anything, but it's leaning, like it's standing there, and you have it brushed against it, right? The baby cries. The mom, let's say you're the mom, you grab the baby and you brush up against the tent where the bear was. Mm-hmm. The bear doesn't know what that is, swipes at the tent, and it leaves you, the mom, with scratches that do not need medical attention. Mm-hmm. So, and then walks away. Mm-hmm. Who's at fault?
No one.
What would you think the next step is? You can open your eyes.
Well, I would still go to the hospital.
You'd think, yes. You get checked out.
I get checked out. I get the cuts cleaned and stuff like that, and then call it.
I'll call it a day.
Call it a day.
No, you know what the next step is? Hunting that bear and killing it because it had human interaction and it was negative human interaction. That's what's going on.
Why?
This is a story that happened out. I don't remember where it was. But now they're hunting it. First of all, you didn't see the bear. How do you know what bear? You're just going to kill some bears and be like, oh, we might have got it. And it's not even the bear's fault. It didn't kill you. It didn't attack you.
It didn't have any negative human interaction.
It scratched a person. First of all, if a bear wants to hurt you, it's not going to leave a little tiny scratch.
Like, if the bear scratched you, the bear didn't do anything to you.
It's fucking bullshit.
That is bullshit. And two, how are you going to hunt down the bear?
Yeah, I don't know.
People are stupid.
Let's just kill animals just for shits and giggles. First of all, you're in their territory.
Yeah.
It didn't even hurt you because you didn't have to go get medical attention.
You're camping in the woods. You're camping in the woods. There's going to be animals in the woods.
If you know there's bears and wild animals like that, don't go camping with a baby.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I don't get. Like, if you have a baby, why would you go to bear-infested woods with the baby?
Maybe they wanted to feed the bear the baby.
Clearly, no. The mom
and she was trying to get the bear to get the baby to give to the bear, but then she accidentally brushed up against the bear, and the bear got angry.
I just want people to understand that when you're in the woods, you're in animals' homes.
No,
like, that's their homes.
humans are
assholes. Yes.
Are what's the word?
Assholes.
Okay, you can keep saying assholes because that's getting. You didn't say it the first time. The second time, you know what? You're right. That's the word I was looking for. That's exactly the fucking word I was looking for. You're so helpful.
Intrusive, invasive.
You're really bad at this game.
You're mean.
Let's just go with big-headed. Like, just because you go into the woods or surrounded by bears, you think that you're still like the one who has to be taken care of.
No.
Like, no.
No, that's not your home. That's their home.
Anyway,
that's one. It's stupid. Two, it's a waste of resources, and three, just suck it the fuck up. You're fine. Yeah. Bear didn't eat you. You just count your blessings.
Next is I got a new mushroom head mask.
Yes, you did.
That you love. It doesn't scare you at all.
Your new collection is creepy, to say the least. But
well, that's one of the ones they go for like $1,200. So I got it for $400.
Okay, listen. So, I'm not saying that I'm against this collection. It's cool.
And you really like when I wear that one.
It's just really creepy. No, I don't like it when you wear. I don't like it when you wear any of them, to be honest.
Even the pig one.
Even the pig one.
Well, that one I won't wear. I need to get a second one of that because that's an older mask and the latex won't hold up. It'll just rip.
I don't think you should wear them.
I have to.
Why?
Halloween, to look cool.
No, I don't think you need to wear them. They are. Listen, it's a very cool collection, and I appreciate it, and it is very artistic, and they can't leave the basement.
Oh, they definitely are. I'm taking it. I'm taking one to RetroCon and wearing it around. I'm gonna creep out some fucking people.
You're gonna creep out a lot of fucking. You're gonna make kids cry.
I'm like, buy my stuff, or I'm going to make you pee yourself. You know those lines for the bathrooms are long. I'll do it.
Not your dreams, your living nightmares. Yeah, they're very cool, and I like them. They are exceedingly creepy.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, though. Anyway,
exceedingly creepy.
Yeah. So I wanted to watch a movie series, but it wasn't available anywhere, even though we have every streaming service. So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what you think the movie series Alien is about?
You laughed at me.
Yes. Because let me rehash some of it if I can remember. One, you think that the aliens came down to abduct Ripley in their spaceship and to jetson them off. I don't know where they were going with her, but they wanted to impregnate her.
Yep.
What else? There was the main one. The abduction one was it.
That was really
when you go ahead and say, "Oh, the Alien movies," yeah, that's their Sigourney Weaver. That's where the aliens come and they try to abduct her. That just proves that you don't have a goddamn idea what this is about.
I've never watched Alien.
God, it's such a good movie.
All I know is,
and I don't even like Sigourney Weaver.
All I know is Sigourney Weaver's in it, and she gives birth to an alien.
Again, that's not no. That's not how these shit works. That's not how it is.
Okay, well, I've never watched the movies.
I want to correct you, but I also want you just to watch it and be like, "Oh, I'm an idiot." Like as you watch it.
I'm not an idiot. I just am ignorant. I've never seen it.
We're gonna fix that whenever we can. One of the main things I liked as a kid in school is we would take field trips to the planetarium. Mm-hmm. It was down the street from my school.
Okay.
My elementary school. We went like once a month, maybe less. I don't know. I want to go to a planetarium again. However, turns out you don't really go to planetariums as an adult. They're only geared towards like children.
I mean, the one at the Franklin Institute's not that bad. I've been there more recently.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not... I like the one at...
Because I was just like Googling planetariums near us, and I was looking at them, and I was like, oh, that's like the one I went to as a kid. And they were like, yeah, grades, blah, blah, or ages from this to this at this time. Like, it wasn't any, like, adult things, because it's mainly just little kid stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one at the Franklin Institute has some stuff that's, like, more advanced.
I don't need advanced. I just want to enjoy old school. There's the sun coming up, coming down, the moon coming up, coming down.
Yeah, we should just go to the one at the Franklin Institute. It's not even that expensive because nobody goes to the planetarium.
Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to go, we can go.
Couple weeks ago, I got notification from my LifeLock thing that someone applied for credit through T-Mobile.
Let's make one thing clear. You do not have Life Alert.
Oh, Life Alert.
Life Alert is the old
Help,
people
I've fallen, I can't get up.
Yeah, that's Life Alert. You don't have Life Alert. You have LifeLock.
Life Alert.
Which is Norton's
Good
identity
thing I have it
theft
too,
profession.
because everyone's fucking trying to...
Listen, for some reason, you're a hot ticket.
Well, yeah, because my credit score is phenomenal. But yeah, so... You know what? I don't even want to get into this because I was yelling.
You were mad.
T-Mobile wouldn't give me any information because it's customer privilege. I was like, well, you let someone sign up with my information, so technically I'm your customer. And they were like, you need to contact our fraud department. I was like, okay, so what's the number? Oh, we don't have a number. I have a fax number and an email. I'm like, you don't have your phone, like... You don't have a fraud department with a working phone number? No, we don't have. I was like, let me talk to your supervisor. Oh, we don't have a supervisor. Are you even T-Mobile? Like, I'm yelling. And then I had the Life Alert person on the phone.
LifeLock.
And, like, she's like, I was just yelling. I was yelling and cussing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Mm-hmm.
And then today I get an alert saying that someone tried to run credit through Bank of America, which they got me before I froze all my credit. But now my credit's frozen, so it's not like you can do anything.
No.
But
you know what pisses me off about freezing your credit? Me and you both froze all of our credit.
Yeah.
My credit score can still go down when it's frozen.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, what? Yeah, because like your credit's still affected through like the like credit card debt and all that kind of stuff. I hate credit. Yeah, well, there's a lot wrong with this fucking country and how it's run monetarily.
Yeah. Such a scam.
We talked about COVID.
Yeah, we did. We talked about COVID a little bit.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Besides having 104.4 fever. And
not going to the ER.
Nope.
Because you're a jerk.
Yep. Did you hear about Halsey? That's the singer, right?
Yes.
So she had a concert.
Yes.
And she didn't sing. She just lectured people for the entire time.
No. She also sang.
She lectured people, and then
I saw clips of that concert.
And
she
then
also sang.
People walked out, and she was like, "Well, I mean, you're paying for me. You're not paying to listen to my music. You're just paying. You're giving me all this money, and then you're gonna just deal with whatever I want to fucking do." Like, no, they bought your tickets thinking you were going to fucking sing, but now you're lecturing them on God knows what the fuck.
Yeah, she got very political very quickly. And I mean, I can understand some of her politics and stuff like that, but you can't do that for an entire concert, especially if you're a singer. I mean, she's going to pay for it later. They're not going to buy tickets for her again.
Yeah, I think it's stupid. Like, you can say stuff, but the fact that you say like, oh, well, you just bought tickets to see me. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, no. If you bought tickets to go see Kevin Hart and he's painting a picture poorly up there instead of telling jokes, you're going to be upset.
You're going to be upset.
It's not what you paid for.
And people have a right to be upset at you if you're not doing what they paid for. They paid to come see you sing. You're not singing. They're going to be upset about it. I mean, I like Halsey, but again, when people are famous, they feel like some people when they're famous feel like they are famous because of the person that they are, not because of their talent.
Or that they just have to, they're famous so you have to fucking listen to them.
Yeah, nobody has to listen to you.
No one gives a shit what you think.
Nobody has to, I mean, people give a shit what you think, but nobody has to listen to you. That's that's something that I think people that are very famous kind of lose sight of sometimes. It's like, you are famous for a reason. People come see you for a reason. You are the product. Like, when you're famous, you are quite literally selling yourself. It's not, that's what it is. And when you don't produce the product that people are paying for, they could get pissed at you, and they have a right to be pissed at you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
She ruined a lot of fans though from what I've heard because of like a few of the concerts she's done lately. I think next time she goes on tour, she's gonna have some trouble selling tickets. So
Probably. I don't care. I like one of her songs.
I mean,
maybe.
I like her music. I hope it doesn't deter her too much. But again, movie stars and singers and artists need to understand that is the product you are selling. If you refuse to sell that product, that is a detriment to your career.
Right.
But if she's okay with that, she's okay with that. I mean, like, more power to her if she is.
I got Sobek, the next Egyptian figure.
Yep.
I'm losing steam on this line. I think I told you, I was talking about it earlier. Like, all I need is Thoth.
You've said you've lost steam, and I like the ones that you have right now. So
Yeah. And I have Set, whichever how you want to say it, pre-ordered. I don't know if I'm going to keep them.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I like Sobek. We'll see what else they come out with.
I need Hathor, but I only need Set. No, not Set. Fucking Thoth. I need Thoth for my trio.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, I'm just losing interest in collecting. Like, that's it. Like, I say it all the time, but I really am.
You're kind of losing steam, and that's fine. I mean, like,
which is like,
you have a pretty wide range collection,
right?
So
but
I mean,
so when you lose interest in one thing, you gain interest in another, really, because like that's where your things, and like the masks are like where I'm at.
Yeah.
But like, there's an end game to that.
I think there's an end game to all the collecting, and then you'll find something else you want to collect. It's fine. And if you don't, you'll do something else.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just frustrating. The new HasLab is the G.I. Joe Cobra Hiss Tank. You don't know any of this information.
Nope.
I always like the vehicle. It's like $300 with bells and whistles, and I'm tempted by it, but I don't need it, so I'm not getting it. But I'd like it, but I'm not going to get it. But I'm tempted by it, and I keep looking at it.
Okay.
So, I think we're. Oh no! Back to Doctor Strange. I have notes. I don't know what this is. Music fight scene. There's a music fight scene in it. I don't remember what it was.
I don't.
So we're going to ignore it.
Yep.
And I think that's about it. Over the last month, though, I did have a friend who committed suicide.
You did, sadly.
So we're going to say that if you have any issues and you want to talk to someone, you can reach out to us.
Please.
You can text 988, which is the new, it might not go in effect till the 16th. That's the text for suicide
hotline. Yeah.
I don't know the suicide hotline number.
I can give it to you right now.
But make sure, like,
please reach out.
We didn't know anything about this about her, and then she just posted something on Facebook, like a goodbye note, which is heartbreaking.
The National Suicide Hotline is 800-273-8255.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't have to reach out to them. Reach out to somebody.
And you can chat. You can text them. They accept.
Yeah, they have a text, but like soon, like in a few days, they're gonna have like that number.
They're gonna have a 3-digit number. Yeah.
So yeah, reach out to somebody, and rest in peace, Kat.
Yeah, that's so sad.
But I will end on that happy note. Do you have anything?
Talk about the obsession with Taskmaster.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Hold on. All right, we're back. I had to take care of business. I made it.
Taking care of business and working all the time.
We're gonna get flagged. We're gonna get flagged.
I don't think for my bad off-tune rendition, I think we'll be okay.
So let's talk.
talk about Taskmaster.
Yeah, we've done it. We've talked about it before, but go ahead.
So, COVID.
Yeah.
Well, we both had COVID. We watched a lot of Taskmaster.
That is true.
And I love that show so much. It's
an amazing show.
It's so funny.
So, if you don't know what Taskmaster is, it's basically like a game. It's a competition show where a group of 5 celebrity
Comedians
in England are giving tasks over like the summer, and the host films it and whatever, and then they come together and they watch certain tasks. It's for a season, and each episode they come back and they've done a couple more tasks, and they're judged and ridiculed, and yeah,
it's so good.
It is.
If anybody knows who Craig Davis is, he's the Taskmaster, and I love that.
And he literally has
Lord Craig Davis, because Catherine Ryan got him lorded.
Someone at work was telling me about that, and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting. Yeah.
Be a lord?
Because all you do is buy that 1 foot plot of land in Scotland.
You just need 1 square foot of land in Scotland.
And you're lord.
And you're a Scottish lord. Yep.
Yeah.
If you own any land in Scotland, you are a lord.
Yeah. So
I just want to go to Scotland.
Me too. And then we can visit my kingdom.
I follow a British guy on Instagram, and he just went on vacation in Scotland, and I was like, oh, I just want to go to Scotland.
You need a long time in Scotland because nothing's close, and there's not like
but Scotland's also mostly just like hiking and.
Well, there's castles.
Yeah, I want to go see castles.
The moors.
I want to go see castles, babe.
We saw a castle today. It was someone's house. They had a thing. But yeah, anything else on Taskmaster?
I just like it. I don't think... Every time I watch it, though, I think it would do terrible in America.
It did do terrible in America.
Did they have it in America?
Yeah, it was on Comedy Central. And I knew about this after because I didn't know anything. I found this out about like 2 months ago.
Who hosted it?
Alex Horn played his part.
Okay.
But it was that Reggie.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is.
He's the guy with the fro.
I'm gonna have to look.
He thinks he's a lot funnier than he is.
Well, that's true of a lot of American comedians.
I can't remember.
It's okay. I'll look it up later.
I want to say it's like Reggie Banks, but that ain't it.
I just know that it would just do terrible because,
and it wasn't like I didn't know the people who were on it
because
you're not going to get like
our comedians, like American comedians. I feel like
Americans take themselves way too seriously to be on a show that you make fun of yourself.
Taskmaster is only good because it's so humiliating.
Yeah.
And yeah, American celebrities just take themselves so seriously that it can't possibly do well.
Yeah, and it didn't.
Catherine, what's her last name? The one on IT Crowd, Catherine Parkinson. Catherine Parkinson is like she is an actress. She's on like British Broadway, like she does stage acting, and she did so awful in that season. And it's like, and she knew she did awful, and it was great, because she knew she did terrible.
Because people over there are that way, like
it's just like they're so willing to make fun of them. I'm just angry and sad that Channel 4, which is like their channel where they have all these like shows where they're like bank of comedians, there's no streaming service in America for it.
Yeah,
I'm so sad about it. Because I would just watch that all the time. Because we watched so many shows from there. We watched Big Fat Quiz. We watched 8 out of 10 Cats.
Yeah.
We watched Taskmaster.
Lots of different things, yeah.
We watched so much of their stuff because we like their comedians. Their comedians are so good.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Freaking Craig Davis. But yeah, no, I genuinely love Taskmaster. It's so funny.
I just remember first, because I was Googling Marvel's Taskmaster, and and this came up, and I watched an episode, and I was like, this is stupid. And I was stupid for thinking that.
You were stupid. Well,
but
I didn't love it with the first episode you showed me too. I was like, this isn't that good. But then you start watching the whole series, and it gets better and better and better because like
the idea is you got to watch an episode where you know the people who are on it.
Yes.
If your first episode you watched, you don't know anybody in it, you're not going to enjoy it because you're going to be like, who the fuck are these people and why do they think they're funny?
I think eventually. I think eventually it got to the point where I just like Craig Davis and Alex Horn. Greg Davis, sorry. I like Greg Davis and Alex Horn. And so, like, now I enjoy the episodes where I don't know anybody because I like them.
Yeah, I guess. I still prefer to know at least one person.
I do, too. Like, this season isn't as good, but it gets funnier as you get to know them, too.
Charlotte Ritchie, she's so adorable.
Charlotte Ritchie's cute, and I love Lee.
Yeah. Lee Mack. No one's as good as Ed Gamble.
Ed Gamble.
Yeah. I loved him.
Ed Gamble was just, and I don't know who Ed Gamble is.
No idea.
No idea who Ed Gamble is.
But I follow him now.
Ed Gamble was hilarious that season.
Yeah.
And I will never not laugh at him and David Padilla doing the drawing thing. I will never not laugh because Alex is just standing there going, you're not supposed to be communicating. And trust me, it's not helping.
Yeah. I like describing that doesn't even do any justice.
It doesn't. It's such a funny moment. And yeah, like, who the hell is Rose Matafeo? We don't know.
I don't know.
But we loved her on the show.
I love her.
Like, we've come to love these British comedians because of these shows.
Yeah.
Mike Wozniak. Really like him.
Yeah,
he looks like a 9th grade science teacher.
Yeah.
Like that's what Mike Wozniak looks like. If I showed people a picture of him, they'd be like, does he teach biology
or possibly a pedophile?
Or like it's just you don't know. But like Mike Wozniak is funny. Again, I love these shows because they introduce us to all these comedians,
right.
And even the comedians we like on Taskmaster, we like them because of 8 out of 10 Cats, or because of
from
Big Fat
seeing
Quiz.
them on shows and whatnot.
Like Rob Beckett.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what Rob Beckett is on, like, ordinarily. Don't know, but love him in all of these shows.
Yeah.
So
watch Taskmaster.
Watch Taskmaster. Definitely go to YouTube Taskmaster. It's going to have a red TNM.
Oza Martin is the one who has the good versions, who uploads them.
Oh, Oz Martin, yeah. But so good.
But
such a good show. Although I did have really weird COVID-induced Taskmaster dreams.
That's fine.
Where I had to like put my blanket on one part of the bed and it couldn't touch the other part of the bed, and I couldn't.
And I explained to you that's normally what happens when I sleepwalk and I'm trying to figure out everything. So it's what I do all the time. You're experiencing it a little bit.
Yeah,
it's fucking frustrating.
It is very frustrating
because you wake up and you're like, what?
Yeah, like me.
Because you're trying to figure out. Well, first of all, you didn't do it. You had a dream. My dreams, I do it, and then I wake up and I'm like, why?
Was one of your tasks to remove the light bulb without waking up your wife?
No, this is before that. This is because the light was too bright.
Okay, gotcha.
But all right, I thought this was going to run longer, but we didn't take any spaces in between shit. We just
kept talking.
Shot through.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything?
I think that's it for me.
No words of
wisdom. As Abraham Lincoln said, if I cut down a tree, if you give me 4 hours to cut down the tree, I'll spend 3 hours sharpening the blade.
There you go. Thank you, Taskmaster, for teaching us some American history.
Why do they all know that Abraham Lincoln quote?
They all know that Abraham Lincoln quote, and they can all tell you everything about the A-Team. That's what.
But they can't
England
name.
is.
But they can't name 10 states.
To be fair, can you name anything in England? Just
sure.
London, Edinburgh, London,
Cornwall,
Liverpool. But
York.
they're not states.
They're counties. They don't have states. They have counties. And I can name British counties.
I can name cities. I don't know if they're cities or what.
They don't really have states. They have counties.
Yeah.
So I can name British counties.
I could. Yeah.
Birmingham.
No, I'm at Edinburgh, Liverpool, London.
You said Cornwall.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Cornwall.
Yeah, but I didn't say it, so I can't claim it.
I can.
Where the fuck? That's about it.
But
and I'm out.
No. But I don't blame them for not being able to name.
You can
10
ask
states.
an American. They'll be like, all 50 states. What? So.
Americans can't name. No. I don't blame them for not being able to name 10 states.
But all right. So thank you everyone for listening. If you're listening, I mean, it's been a month. We could have lost everyone.
We're sorry we were gone for so long.
And
please stay safe. Please stay healthy.
We'll probably be back next week. I don't know if we're going to do every 2 weeks, but we'll
be back. We'll either be back next week or the week after.
Yeah. So take care. And thank you.
We love you. Have a great week. Be safe. Bye.
Bye.
Sometimes when the world is so sunny and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner. My shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner. My shaded corner.
You're bored.
The board.
You're bored.
I'm bored. I'm boring. Am I boring to you?
No.
Do I bore you?
No.
No, God!
Just turn it off.
That was mean.
No!
If I'm so boring, then I'll just wait.
I tried to tell you that you weren't boring.
And then attack your face.
Missed. Loser.
So I'm boring and a loser. Cool. Well,
You are neither of those things.
it's on the podcast now, so it's going to be the opening.
Stop it.